Welcome to the Cubs playoff roster, Hector Rondon. The Dodgers sure are glad you made it. Center fielder Chris Taylor greeted the Cubs reliever to the postseason by sending Rondon's second pitch to start the sixth inning 401 feet into the right center field bleachers for a solo home run that revived a late-arriving, sellout Dodger Stadium crowd of 54,289 and propelled the Dodgers to a 5-2 victory. What is it with players named Taylor killing the Cubs in October 1st? Michael Taylor of the Nationals hit 2 home runs in consecutive National League Division Series games, and now comes Chris of the Dodgers to change Game 1 of the NLCS. Chris Taylor's clutch homer will do nothing but empower critics of Cubs manager Joe Maddon, convinced he overmanages in the postseason. Maddon had valid reasons to replace starter Jose Quintana with Rondon. The Dodgers had 2 right-hand hitters lined up to face a tired Quintana, and Rondon had thrown 10 scoreless innings since August 23. But if Rondon had been so effective lately, why wasn't he on the NLDS roster instead of Justin Wilson? And this was a pitcher who had given up 10 home runs in 5,713 innings during the season. So second guess away. As rocky as Quintana was in the 5th inning, taking him out after 89 pitches made it fair to wonder what the rush was to get to a weary Cubs bullpen that needed 6 relievers to survive Game 5 against the Nationals 48 hours earlier. "I thought I'd had it," Maddon said. Emotionally, he was pretty much drained at that point. Maddon spent the rest of the post-game news conference addressing a controversial play that didn't affect the game as much as the bullpen's failure, the offense's ineffectiveness, or his own judgment. Relievers Rondon and Mike Montgomery gave up home runs and the Cubs managed 4 hits, so remember that when declaring how wonderful it was that Maddon made a strong stand against a weak rule. Umpires ejected Maddon in the 6th inning for arguing after a replay review reversed a call, declaring Dodgers shortstop Charlie Culberson safe because Wilson Contreras broke one of baseball's most hotly contested rules by sliding his left foot in front of the plate. With the intent of getting tossed, Maddon charged from the dugout immediately. "I have to stick up for my boys," Maddon said. "I've got to stick up for everybody that plays this game." On a roll, Maddon compared the rule to Chicago's recently repealed soda tax. He waxed eloquently about catchers' rights and umpires' dilemmas. Of the 15 questions asked, 12 of them concerned that play. One reporter even began by saying, "Pardon me for the subject change, pardon me, but that wasn't why the Cubs lost Game 1. This was a pitcher's duel that turned into a chess match between 2 managers who love to tinker." Dodgers manager Dave Roberts started it by replacing the best pitcher on the planet, Clayton Kershaw, after 87 pitches, one of which Albert Almora Jr. crushed for a torn homer. Maddon countered by taking out Quintana after a shaky 5th. Surrendering only 2 hits, Quintana gave up 2 walks and a run-scoring double to Yasiel Puig that cost him the chance to go deeper and potentially prevent Rondon from entering. Before that, Quintana faced the minimum number of hitters through 4 innings and commanded his fastball on both sides of the plate with pinpoint control. Most impressively, Quintana demonstrated laser focus despite the personal crisis that preceded his second postseason start. Quintana's wife, Michelle, encountered issues with an irregular heartbeat during the Cubs' overnight flight from Washington after Game 5 of the NLDS, forcing the team plane to divert to Albuquerque, NM. He accompanied his wife to a local hospital. Quintana's state of mind concerned the team enough to delay the decision about him starting Game 1 until Saturday. See more videos. Quintana arrived in LA about 10 p.m. Friday, and by late Saturday morning, Cubs president Theo Epstein had reached out to check on his lefty. Everybody agreed the original plan was the right one. After throwing 12 pitches Thursday against the Nationals in a rare relief appearance, Quintana still wanted the ball. "You saw why the Cubs wanted Quintana to meet this moment, from his first pitch through his last one. He deserved a shot to start the 6th. I felt fine," Quintana said. "I wanted to continue to do my job. I respect his decision and it happened." As for the lineup behind Quintana, the Cubs really should consider finding a sponsor for Maddon's daily surprise. This time, Maddon raised eyebrows by inserting Kyle Schwarber into the lineup against Kershaw, whom he hadn't faced. Following his gut, Maddon figured hitters on both sides of the plate struggle against Kershaw, so why not play someone who might hit a mistake into the palm trees beyond right field? Schwarber went 0 for 3. The Dodgers countered with an even bigger stunner that could affect the series more than any umpire's call or manager's lineup decision. They left all-star shortstop Corey Seager off the playoff roster because of an ailing back. Seager can play in the NLCS only if the Dodgers add him because of an injury to another player, a possibility no conspiracy theorist should rule out for a team that likes to engage in gamesmanship. Game 2 starter John Lester compared the Dodgers' loss of Seager to the Cubs losing Chris Bryant or Anthony Rizzo. "That's a fair comparison," Maddon said. "The Cubs caught a break with Seager's injury. But, as Rondon found out, the deep and dangerous Dodgers have many players who can ruin your night." ChicagoTribune.com Twitter @DavidHa